My name is Catherine Hondros, and I'm the Vice President of Systems at Wacoal America. Wacoal America is a premier manufacturer of women's intimate apparel, and our claim to fame is fit and comfort for women. We have offices headquartered in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. We have showrooms and sales offices in New York City in the apparel district, and also manufacturing plants in the Dominican Republic, as well as another sales office in London. Approximate employees on our payroll are around 300, and we ship about 3,500 cartons a day.
I'm Director of E-commerce for Wacoal America, and I came on board early this year with the initiative of launching our first direct-to-consumer website, wacoal-america.com. Our website's set up to both sell direct-to-consumer and educate women.
Wacoal decided to launch a website basically because, for a number of reasons. Number one is when we work with department stores, a department store may or may not carry our whole line. So a lady who goes in to purchase our product has a limited choice of what's available to her. The second thing is we have our own story about our claim to fame being fit and comfort, and how our bras satisfy that and satisfy our customer. And that may or may not come across our whole story complete, or as complete as we'd like in a department store. Plus, there's always the opportunity that when you're selling direct as opposed to through someone else, you have an opportunity to improve your margins. So those were the drivers of why we wanted to go ahead and develop a website and go direct to consumer. And then we started thinking about what do we want the consumer experience to be. So we knew we had to provide the consumer packing list, we knew we had to provide labels for the consumer, we knew we had to provide a lot of different things, but we also didn't want it to be just a mess of papers in the box that was very confusing for her. So we came up with the concept of wanting to put all of these documents onto a single sheet so that when the customer opened the box, she would have all of her paperwork in one nice, clean, organized fashion. So once we knew we wanted to do that, we were looking for something that could print a single sheet. We wanted something that we could have labels that would peel off of that we could use. We wanted something that wasn't going to rub off and put colors on our light colored garments. So all of that led us to a Sato solution. Ishmael Vicens, our director of distribution, was at a trade show and he saw this printer and he said, you know, this is something we should investigate. So we began working with Sato at that point. We designed the form that we wanted to do. We figured out how many printers we needed to use to get started, what the configuration was. We integrated them into our IBM iSeries system and basically set up the process to print this beautiful clean sheet on a Sato printer.
My name is Ishmael Vicens. I'm the Director of Distribution for Wacoal America. We run what's called a picking wave for all of the Wacoal direct orders that have come in overnight. And when we run the wave, it generates a pick ticket for every single order. This is what a pick ticket looks like, and what it is a carton identification, which is a UCC 128 label. It's got the items, the information at the top, who it's going to, and then it's got the items that are in that package listed in picking order, so that when it goes to the pick pack operator, she will be able to pick each item with her scan gun. And what they do is they take their RF gun, they scan the UCC 128 barcode, which is the carton identification. They go to each item and they scan the item to make sure they're picking the correct item. When they've scanned the last item, they are done picking with that particular pick ticket. This is later on, it's going to be used when they go to pack the garments. They will put it on the inside lip of the carton, and when they put it on the inside lid of the carton, it will then be used to scan that UCC 128 when they put it on the weigh scale in order to generate the packing slip and the return label.
Once they're all picked up, they go to a special area where we have our new Sato 10 printers, and we line the cartons with tissue paper, we place the garments in it, and then as we're sealing up the tissue paper, we scan that original pick ticket, and that immediately prints out the packing list for the customer. It prints out the shipping label. It provides the customer with a customized return label, and we put that information into the box after taking off the shipping label and fixing it to the outside. Once we've done that, then that carton will go on our regular UPS or USPS manifest, whatever the customer selected for shipping, and we ship it out through our normal shipping processes.
When we weigh the carton, this prints out of the Sato printer. We call this the collate sheet. Collate sheets because it includes a packing slip at the top, which shows in detail for the customer what we are shipping to them. It has a return label for USPS return, where we pay the return for any return orders through the United States Postal Service and their merchandise return service. It has a shipping label. Depending on how the customer has selected to ship the order, we have a shipping label that's either USPS ground, UPS ground, or next day air, second day air. But this is used after we pack the carton to put it on the outside of the carton in order to ship with. We have here an extra label that we've just used. Right now we're just printing our Wacoal logo on it, but in future it can be used to print gift coupons or some other advertisement if we want to use it in the future. So it's there pending for whenever we need it. On the reverse, what we have are return instructions, where if the customer has to return something to us, it asks for the reason for their return, giving them some suggestions here, the quantity they're returning and the item they're returning. And we use this in our returns handling process. So everything is together in one simple sheet. When we've packed this product and we're ready to close this box, we remove this shipping label. The rest of the sheet is folded and placed in the carton, and it goes out to the customer. And then when the customer receives it, they know exactly what they have, and they have instructions in case they need to return it. We ask that they return it in the same carton, but even if they don't, they have a label to put on whatever form they decide to return it to us. Sato supplies us with the form and the printer, and Sato installed and made sure that it was working. They came over when we first started working with it. Printers obviously were new to us. We had first time we had dealt with this type of printer, but from day one they came in, they showed us how to use it, how to load it, fine-tuned it to work with us, and everything just keeps clicking away.
The solution that we've integrated, I think, is a great solution. Today, of course, our website has just started up, but we see it already growing. And I think the way that we've designed our solution with the integration, starting with the front-end systems up until we print that final packing slip with our Sato printers, we've set up a solution that's going to scale very nicely. I know that with the printers that we have in place, we can handle many, many times the capacity of what we're doing today. And if we grow beyond what the printers that we have on hand can do, I know I can add more printers to that fleet of printers and just continue to grow our capacity and our ability for Wacoal's ability to sell on the internet.